Whether you're a current student, teacher, parent, or everyday citizen, we all share something in common: education. Imagine this: you're at your desk with your study materials out, attempting to complete assignments nimbly, racing against the deadline of 11:59 p.m. You also have college applications, standardized testing, your future career plans, social drama, and grades throughout your mind. When students and educators are stuck on Zoom day after day, it could feel draining. You feel stress, anxiety, and countless questions. What is school for anyways? Is all this stress worth it? Why do students complain so much about school? How is globalization affected by society? First, we have to examine why so many students share this mindset. According to Thomas Jain, a current IB junior who lives a typical teenage life, school at times results in stress through assignments, assessments, and college stress. Most frequently, the yearns of students derive from stress, such as stress can be created through overwhelming tasks, parental/peer pressure, and frequent assessments, which can be stressful. How many times have I said stress? Yeah, it's a pretty frequent word I hear from my peers and adults. There are a few reasons why students obtain negative connotations surrounding school. First, there is a perceived lack of freedom. This could be argued through strict class periods, or the need to follow directions. Many students feel frustrated, trapped, and even scared for upcoming exams. Additionally, students may feel that they're confused in classes, resulting in a never-ending rabbit hole of uncertainty and a lack of foundational knowledge to build upon. We must also account for social aspects, including mental health. Many students, in my experience, turn to social media, comparing themselves to others and feeling like education is just a fierce rivalry. Students may even fall into serious depression issues, which about 20% of all teenagers experience before they reach adulthood. Mental health is important. Mental health dictates our performance in school, mitigation of possible anxiety, and includes positive thoughts. However, we as students must take a look at the long-term effects of school. According to National Public Radio, humans naturally evolved into a species that focuses on short-term, impulsive results. As quoted, the brain evolved to respond to immediate threats but may completely miss more gradual warning signs. This idea, compounded with the fact that teenagers' brains aren't fully developed, results in an in-the-moment mindset. If we switch our perspective to a societal construct, we can see that the educational aspect is necessary to develop additional cohorts of generation. Even if there may be aspects of education that needs to undergo drastic change, education plays a crucial part in developing engaged members of society, propelling new change and advancing the human construct. For example, educational established the foundations of curiosity. Even while it may feel draining through burnout at the moment, education establishes a valuable foundation for basic knowledge to allow us to answer pertinent questions about humanity. How can we cure cancer? How can we develop students who are active citizens and advocate for the issues they care about? What is the most fuel-efficient method to get to Mars? How do you solve climate change? If you think about it, humans actually thrive on problems. If we do not have any ongoing problems, goals, ideas for innovation, what would society work towards? Civil engineers work towards developing safer bridges. Doctors strive towards focused research for life-threatening diseases, and political leaders advance legislation that impacts socioeconomic disparities throughout all classes in society. Philosophically, work is needed to find joy. Without work, it's hard to set goals. It's hard to accomplish dreams if there is nothing to dream for. Moreover, education is a stepping stone for developing quintessential critical thinking skills. Now, I'm not the best in math or history class, but through solving constant difficult problems and attempting to develop historical writing skills, I notice an increase in my thinking and analysis that I can extrapolate into everyday problems and scenarios. One of the most prominent examples is during emergency scenarios as a pilot in training. We as pilots are trained in and out on how to tackle engine failures, fires, and loss of aircraft control. Because of my increase in critical thinking skills, I believe I can pick out emergency spots quicker, calculate the glide path based on aircraft weight more efficiently, and ultimately fly the plane down to safety. Because of education, These developed skills enrich our lives and careers in many ways. Educational institutions are also a place to develop extracurricular hobbies, a basis for social interaction, and learning how to cope with an overwhelming workload through efficient time management. Also, many pursue sports, music, performances, speech and debate, and even develop leadership skills. It's also important to think about perspectives. Even if we are stressed in the moment, there are countless number of people in the world, just like us, who cannot access education. On a deeper level, this means they cannot access work, which is a fundamental struggle. People would even die for work. While many of us have opportunities due to our economy, some have to work elsewhere, affecting dignity in personal life and globalization. In lieu of our stress and piling work to do, all-nighters, and the expression of dissatisfaction or annoyance about school, we must remember, education in the long term creates an ever-growing society, and without it, we would never develop foundational skills to succeed. While there are challenges and social stigmas to a 9-to-5 job, we must focus on our long-term goals as society in an altruistic lens. We must be grateful for the educational opportunities we are granted, appreciative to our teachers who work hard every day to help us succeed, and take a step back to focus on the bigger picture. During virtual learning with COVID, we are no longer confined to an age of globalization. The economy is now taking a drastic different route, and we must understand how that impacts learning. To thrive in such a stupendous, sublime, yet polarized world, we must realize that we're not only studying and working for ourselves, but for the greatness of society. Thank you.